Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here. Grateful recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, what a beautiful day. I don't even know what the temperature was, but anyway. Thought we were going to have rain nonstop, and we ended up with a beautiful, sunny, warmest day we've had. Absolutely gorgeous day. I went out and took a nice, couple mile walk in nature and hung out with, some turtles and birds and bunnies, and it was really nice, guys. Try new things, guys. You know what I mean? This is all new stuff to me. I go out in nature and I do meditations, and I've slowed my brain down and I've taken control of my world. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead here. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, share the video with anyone that might get something out of it. We just hit 80 subscribers today, and I'm thrilled with that. Thank you guys so much. And over on TikTok, I think I'm going to hit 1,000 today, so things are starting to come along. As a matter of fact, I just got an invite to join some sort of a podcast group. We'll look into that a little more because, again, there's so many scammers over there. You never know, but so far it looks legit. Guys, that's the thing. I'm getting getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm being rewarded in so many ways that it's shocking. And it's not all crazy financial and this and that. Although at the same time, because I'm working for myself and I'm doing things properly, I'm making more money than I've made probably at any point in my life, and I've had some really good jobs over the years, right? Things are looking so incredibly encouraging for my life today. And guys, I'm not doing anything that you can't. This is why I get on here every day. 2 or 3 days away from hitting 90 days of continuous sobriety, and other than that one little slip up, I would have 120, which is, 3-4 months sober, guys. And I've literally completely reinvented myself, and I'm building a life second to none. And it's funny. I was talking to my brother, and I think, you know what? Spring is in the air. I can't help it. I get lonely. You're looking for companionship, and I'm like, you know what? I think maybe I'm putting a little bit too much focus on that lately, or allowing too much focus to get on that, because literally I've got too much going on that I want to build. So I'm going to take a little step back. And again, that's when things happen, anyways. When you stop, you're not actively looking. Nothing I really was. But guys, I'm just happy, you know what I mean? And literally, when something doesn't go my way, I just put my energy into something else. Literally, like, I've made a decision not to let anything stand in my way, not to let anything get me down. And if something, again, guys, find your higher power. Develop a relationship with higher power. I stay so rooted in prayer that I'm almost, I don't even know how to explain it, but literally there's a spiritual aspect to my life that I've never experienced before, and I absolutely love it. Literally, it is changing the person that I am from the inside out, which is why I say I walk with a team of angels and I have God's hand in my life at all times. The blessings just keep coming, guys. Like everything I get into, like, being Friday, my therapist is actually busy, so we canceled today, which is fine. I went out and enjoyed my day. I went to my Friday noontime AA group, the gratitude group here in Cambridge, Mass. Oh, what a fantastic group of people, man! Like literally, it's funny. Like you're in the middle of something. Oh, I gotta hurry up! I'm not gonna make my meeting, so I actually had to cancel a job or postpone a job until tomorrow because I went to make my meeting. And I'm so glad I did. Like I'm building a community of friends over there that literally I walk in and like people, it's like norm walking into chairs. People will yell my name, come up, give me hugs, handshakes, and it's just a good, engaging community. And now that I've been doing it for months steady, I'm really getting to know people over there and getting a good group of local friends. Guys, I'm engaging with my life and it's paying off in spades because I was not afraid to reinvent myself. I'm literally at this point, I look to get out of my comfort zone. Every time something makes me feel a little uneasy, I jump on it because I'm like, that's what's going to change. Because, guys, my whole life was a bloody mess, right? And in the past, I would try to fix one or two little things. And sometimes, and again, you got to use your discernment. Only you can tell where you are in life and what you need to do, what you need to change to make it better. But understand that you have the power to do so. Faith, the beauty of faith, guys, is it gets you out of yourself and allows you to start seeing a bigger picture. It makes you want to be a better person, right? That's why I lean so heavily on faith. Now, whether you want to call it spirit, universe, law of attraction, God, I prefer to choose God. That's just the way my brain works, and it works for me. And I mean, again, you can literally, science is proving there's an underlying force to everything, and that's the God force. That's God. Whether you want to say it's not some, I don't look at God as being like a human being. He sent Jesus down here, to teach us, and then he died for us and I believe that wholeheartedly. I mean, there's proof of that all over the place, right? So no question of that. Jesus is my salvation, and I've turned my heart over, and I've welcomed him into my heart and in my life. I love to pray. It takes me out of myself. It's a form of meditation, and I challenge myself to meditate. And the thing is, guys, meditation used to seem like the silliest thing to me because I couldn't do it. I wasn't getting myself in the right state for it. Now I'm doing hypnotherapy, and it's fantastic. Literally, it's changing the way I am. It's changing the way I look at things, and I'm getting out of my own way. I'm allowing. That's the biggest thing, guys. I'm bringing myself to a point that I'm allowing myself to change, to experience new opportunities and new experiences in life, and I'm literally just to start slowing down and appreciating things for what they are. Understanding that even those out to harm me are just coming from a bad place, and they need help, and I'm offering help where possible and without jamming things down their throat. And then if they're in a point where they're going to bring me down with them, then I disengage, but I still stop and help. There's a guy begging for change at the intersection a few minutes ago, so I stopped and gave him a couple bucks, right? Like, yeah, chances are he's not going to do something great with the money. But you know what? The guy's been out there all day, and you know what? I'm throwing a couple dollars ain't going to be the difference. You know what I mean? But at least at least I know he's got the opportunity to feed himself, or you know what I mean? It's just the little things like that, guys. It's all perspective. It's all a matter of how you want to look at things, and I'm choosing to look at things in the most positive and optimistic way possible. And there's absolutely no two ways about the fact that it's making a difference in my life. It's magnetizing beautiful experiences into my world on literally at this point on a daily basis. I'm succeeding in every way, shape, or form because I'm bringing the right energy and the right attitude, and then literally not cutting corners and not looking for handouts and not looking for shortcuts and just trying to be the best version of me I possibly can, literally being the best version of me, and that's growing every day. Like the version of me walking today is by far the best version of me that's ever walked the planet, and the version of me tomorrow is going to be even better because I'm challenging myself to get better and to do better every day, to learn things every day, right? And it's funny, I was talking to my sister a little while ago, and I uploaded my phone because my laptop's still running like Windows 8, and it freezes up constantly, and I'm like, you know what? What am I waiting for? I'm going to go out and get a new laptop this week. I'm going to treat myself, right? Because I've earned it, and I can afford to. My rent is paid for months. My truck payment's already 2 months ahead, and 3 more months I'll own the thing outright, fully paid for. I'm doing okay. I'm stacking. I got a few thousand in the bank. I can go spend a couple of bucks on a laptop, and that's the beauty of sobriety, guys, and not spending money frivolously. Like I'm not. I understand money's an energy and it needs to be spent, so I'm putting it in proper places. But at the same time, I'm also letting it build up in my account so that I can have experiences, right? Like I'm looking forward to taking a vacation this year for the first time, and God, I don't even know. Like, I think I went to Vegas with my wife, my former wife, because she lived out there, and that was, it was a vacation, but we flew out and stayed with her family, and that was probably 6-7 years ago, the last time I did that, and even that wasn't like a straight up vacation. But I'm going somewhere tropical this year at some point. I don't care if it's just the Bahamas for a weekend, but I'll go to the Bahamas by myself for a weekend. And, oh, the idea of it just is amazing, right? And I can do that fairly inexpensively, and I can afford to regardless, guys. But that's the beauty of it today, guys. Literally, the way my life is opening up and blossoming, and maybe I'll wait and see if somebody wants to go. But either way, there's a million opportunities, and I'm not worrying and stressing on any one thing. I'm just literally letting things unfold beautifully in my life and then taking action everywhere that is appropriate, and literally just being happy, like literally chasing joy, and not even overly chasing it, just magnetizing myself to it, enjoying every moment of my life, because guys, I was miserable, and that's what I don't understand. So many people are miserable when you get an opportunity to be nice. Like literally, you gotta let that old version of you go. You gotta let go, and that's the biggest thing. So many people can't let go of the animosity and the snowball effect, and that's why I preach it so often in my videos, guys. It is so important to let go. Do whatever you got to do to heal yourself from the wounds, the pains, and the baggage of yesterday, because there's no reason for you to allow it to hold you back for tomorrow. And I hate to tell you guys, but literally, that's what's happening. You have the power to overcome and let go of anything negative in your life, and if you're choosing to hold on to it, it's holding you back, and it's literally determining your tomorrow, and that's a shame, man. There's a beautiful whole new world unfolding in front of me, and it's because I literally started praying I started wanting better. I finally let the pain get so uncomfortable that I was willing to literally do whatever it took. And guys, it hasn't taken all that much. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of work, but it's nothing outrageous. You know, I mean, I took a month and went to rehab. So, okay, so I didn't have to get up and go to work. They fed me every day. I listened to classes all, like it wasn't that difficult. It really wasn't. Yeah, I mean, and then, worrying about losing my house. No, if anything, guys, I literally went from being 3 months behind in rent to being 4 months ahead in rent. And then my landlord's selling me his Pride and Joy pickup truck for, literally a percentage of what it was worth, like something like 5% of what it was worth. I mean, it's insane. The blessings. And it's because I'm going out of my way to do everything I can for him and help him in as many ways possible, take as much stress off his shoulders, help him with his business as much. But he's subcontracting it to me anyway. I'm making money doing it. Like, literally, guys, it's win, 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 win across the boards. Even when something doesn't go my way, I'm able to understand and step back and go, okay, there's a reason for that. Because literally, I know that everything that happens in my life is happening for me. The universe is working with me for once in my life instead of me. Because it was never working against me, but I was working against it. Which was basically making it seem like it was working against me, but it was myself. And that is why things are going so well today, guys. I was willing to take accountability, willing to reinvent myself. I was willing to take action in every way, shape, or form. I'm not sitting around waiting for the next handout, waiting for somebody to do it for me, and I'm being proactive and going after things today. And again, nothing that's not natural. Everything's a flow state. Everything's being magnetized to me, but I'm taking appropriate action where necessary and making sure that in doing so, I'm helping somebody else along the way. I mean, these are literally recipes for a success. I mean, it's so many people think you got to step on somebody's throat and stab somebody in the back to get ahead. No, you don't. What you got to do is stand out in the crowd. Simple as that, guys. And that's what I do. Everywhere I go, I'm being noticed because I'm standing out, because I'm going over and above. I'm literally holding myself to my standards. Right? Not doing what anybody else expects of me, doing what I know I'm capable of. And I know I'm capable of a hell of a lot more than anybody expects of me. And therefore, it's standing out and making, being noticed and being celebrated everywhere I go. And when you do so, people see that and they're like, well, what's up with this one? They want to come over and hear about it, right? And then I start telling my story and they're like, you're kidding me, right? I mean, guys, literally, I'm about to go from junkie to Harvard student. Right? Yeah, so we'll give you an update on that. I filled out the application process this morning, but before I did that, I sat down last night and I wrote a letter of intent to the scholarship board, just giving them an idea of what's going on. Thanking them for their time and their consideration. I actually linked my YouTube channel to it so they can take a look and see that I'm literally doing everything I can to try to make a difference in my life and in other people's lives around me. And the biggest thing I said was, I'm going after not only trying to identify why it was that I medicated myself, why I was so miserable that I felt the need to medicate myself constantly, and then on top of that, building a life that ensures I never want to medicate and miss out a moment of this beautiful existence that I have going for myself. And that's not bullshit, guys. That's literally my mindset, and that's what I'm doing, and that's why things are going so incredibly well. That's why I invite you all to come along and do the same things. Guys, it's Friday. I got a new recipe for Parmesan crusted chicken I'm going to try and make tonight. And so I'm going to cut this one a little bit short. Guys, please give yourself a chance. You are so worth it. And you have the power to do these things. You literally just got to get out of your own way. Take control of your emotions. Take control of your trajectory of your life. And then be such a blessing in other people's lives that they want to get behind you and work with you and then collaborate with people that are positive. Like, guys, these are not things I tell you. These are things you can do. And I'm telling you, if you do them in a very short period of time, like the blink of an eye, you're going to look around and go, wow, what happened to my world? It's beautiful. Guys, I am so incredibly happy and hopeful and full of joy and full of hope. And I don't even have words, man. I really don't. Please give it a shot, guys. Please, by all means, give it a shot. It is so worthwhile. You know what? And thank you all for being here with me. The views, the subscriptions are all slowly gaining momentum. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm going to ask you guys, please, anybody still here at this late point in the stage of the videos, do me a favor and help me spread these messages to see if we can't grow this channel a little bit better, build a bigger community here. I appreciate it. But regardless, thank you for being here and taking your time out of your day Please institute these things so that you can feel what I'm feeling, the joy, the love, the happiness, and just the positivity that is coming at me from every direction of my life, guys. It is amazing. It is a blessing beyond my wildest dreams, and I am so incredibly honored to live this life today and know that only good things are coming. Guys, God loves you. I love you. Please be blessed, be safe, help somebody along the way. Let's make this world a better place together, one day at a time, right? Thank you, guys. God loves you. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow.